Good morning, colleagues, and thanks again for your time. And apologies for the inconvenience, guys. We were just sorting out sound gremlins in Swansea, but we seem to be okay now. I've got assistant coach Ricardo Loubscher and Edwill van der Merwe. We are a little bit behind, guys. Sorry for that, but if we can maybe start with the questions, if we can raise hands just to get the process off quicker. Coach Ricardo, I know you've got a meeting at 9:30, so if you need to shoot, please let us know. But we'll squeeze in as many questions as we can. Carl, I see your hand up. You can go.
Thank you, Neonishu. Coach, congratulations on a brilliant one. Any injury causes?
Sorry, Carl. Yeah, thanks for your question. I think the volume is not too, the sound is not too good. So can you just repeat your question?
Any injuries?
Any injuries? Yeah, we're just waiting for the doc to give us feedback. We're gonna have our meeting. I know that we had a medical meeting this morning, so we're just waiting for an update from the doc. But it's everyone is good to go, and it's not too serious at this stage.
You must be extremely proud of your players, of what they did on Saturday.
Yeah, we look at that game, and to do it with 14 men, to get the red card early in the game, that really put us on a lot of pressure. But credit to the boys, the ability to adapt and just the mindset to go out there and put up a good performance. Really proud of the performance, and hopefully we can go one more this weekend and just get excited about another opportunity.
This weekend it's Ospreys, and now suddenly you find a lot of teams behind you on the log. Any special? Jeepers. Any changes in your game plan, or is it more business as usual for you guys?
Yeah, I think we take it week by week and game by game. We just had our coaches meeting this morning, so Ospreys, the last time we played them, last 10 minutes of the game, we just allowed them to just to get in behind us, to get opportunities. So hopefully this weekend we can rectify that. Will it be a big focus for us? Yes. We know their quality side, and especially at home, they're tough. For us, it's all about just taking another step forward, try and put up another good performance, prepare well. The bodies are a little bit sore after that game. You look at the ball in play, and you look at the effort, the work rate defensively. Yeah, proud of the effort, and the boys ready. It was a big shift from our side.
You just stated, sorry, it's my last question, Yanni. So you just stated you look at it game per game. But if you look at the log, you are 2 points away from being number 5 on the log. Does that influence your game plan, your way of thinking?
Not really. I think the big focus this week is just from our side is to put up another good performance. It's always tough away from home. It's always nice if you can get a win away from home, especially on tour. At the moment there's a lack of vibe. There's a good energy in the squad. As I said, is to do it with 14 men and to put up a performance like that. We can take a lot of confidence out of that. And we will take it easy today. Make sure the bodies recover well, get their energy up there, and just have another good start to our week and to make sure we prepare well.
Appreciate it a lot, sir.
Thanks so much, Carl. We'll go with Heinz and then Percy.
Morning, James. Hope you're well. Congrats on a very good win. This is actually a question for both of you guys. We've heard before, that you guys really do enjoy touring, but the results actually also now starting to speak for themselves. You guys actually have the second best win record of any South African team in the URC away in Europe at the moment. So I just wanted to hear from you guys, what's your guys' secret when you go overseas? Why do you think you guys churn out the wins overseas?
Edwill?
Thanks, Heinz. We would love to know the formula. But I think it's just our togetherness, being away from home and spending time with each other, get clarity around the way we want to play. On the day, it's all about just going out there, playing for each other, making sure we're putting our bodies on the line. executing our plans. So I'm not sure whether I'm answering your question, but yeah, it's always nice to be on tour, and especially when you get away with wins.
Edwill, from your perspective, do you just think maybe there's just a bit more clarity and simplicity, you know, the setting of being overseas, like almost like it's just up to yourselves, you know, there's no home crowd or that type of thing, expectations bugging you. It's almost like a clarity of mission.
Yeah, I think it's exactly that, as Coach Ricky mentioned. When you're on tour, it's just the 28 guys and the coaching staff. There's no other real support behind the lines. Here and there's a few people who come to watch us with Lions jerseys, but at the end of the day, it's just us, and I think that brings us closer as a group. As Coach Ricky mentioned, our togetherness and yeah, just to execute the mission.
And just the last one from me, it was specifically that game against Connacht. I mean, obviously, 14 men, you know, sometimes actually is a bit of a boon for a team. You know, it brings them closer together. Again, you know, it makes them focus a bit more. But how much did the conditions actually play an influence on your intent as well? I know you guys go out to win, you know, but for the first time probably ever, you know, a team was confronted with, I almost want to say, less severe conditions. Did you guys also, to an extent, feel like, because the conditions seem a bit more friendlier, you know, than previous times, you know, you guys needed to make this one count?
Yes and no. I think when we got here on Tuesday, it was pouring with rain, and the coaches actually did a really good job preparing us to play if it was gonna rain, if the wind was gonna blow like that. I think the training session we had on Wednesday was perfect for that, and it just happened on Saturday that the sun was shining. So I don't think it really played a role on the way we wanted to play and our plan, because before the game we said we wanted to score 5+ tries, and the coach said whatever way we have to do it, we have to find a way to score those 5 tries, and yeah, that's what we did.
Thank you, gents.
Thanks, Hans. Percy?
Thank you so much, Niani. So, good day, gentlemen. Coach, Ricardo, kan ek so u begin nog vandag? Coach, kan ek net vanaf u vra voor ek my aanvanklike vraag vra, hoe affekteer asenatiese rooi kaart julle beplanning vorentoe vir die volgende wedstryd? Is dit 'n negatiewe ding of is dit 'n dom vraag hy? Maar affekteer julle negatief of is julle positief dat julle het van die nodige hulpbronne, spelers om sy gaping te vul moontlik?
Ja, ek dink as Percy, dankie vir jou vraag. Daar's genoeg diepte. Ja, Asa is 'n belangrike speler in ons manier van speel en ons span, jy weet, hy's 'n great spanman. So ja, ek dink daar's verseker genoeg diepte. As ons moet dan nou sonder hom speel die naweek, ek dink ons gaan hom regtig mis, maar ons het genoeg diepte van ons kant af net die beplanning seker maak ons berei die volgende ou reg. Presies voor hoe hy moet as hy moet 'n kans kry, geleentheid kry, seker maak hy ken sy detail. Maar ja, ek glo daar's genoeg man om hulle hande op te steek. So.
Ek het my kollega gevra oor julle posisie tans op die punteleer. Dit lyk my beter. Ek vra nou vraag so, hoe is die gees nou in die kamp vir julle, en veral na hy goeie vertoning soos jy sê met 14 man? Is daar nou skielik hernieude hoop in julle kamp dat julle kan dalk moontlik nog verder opklim op hy punteleer?
Ja, ek dink daar's altyd 'n kans, en ek dink ons het gewys wat ons kan doen met 14 man, en as ons met 15 man speel, ja, ons is opgewonde oor dit, ons is opgewonde oor die volgende game. Daar's 'n lekker gees in die kamp, en verseker vat ou baie selfvertroue so oorwinning veral weg van die huis af. Ospreys is altyd taaf by die huis. Ons gaan seker maar van ons kant af ons beheer wat ons kan beheer, dis ons voorbereiding, ons ingesteldheid hoe ons in die week gaan, in die wedstryd gaan. En ja, van die coaches se kant af, kom maak seker daar's 'n goeie plan, daar's clarity rondom ons plan, en dan van die spelers se kant af, ry goed voor, maak seker ons voer die plan uit op die dag.
En my laaste vraag, Edwill, kan ek vir jou dan vra, jy vlieg letterlik tans by die Lions, jy vlieg oor die doellyn, jy vlieg vir jou span selfs. Lyk my jy het heelwat selfvertroue in jou span. Hoe sien jy die uitdaging uit hierdie naweek teen Ospreys soos jou afrotter nou genoem het daar, Ricardo?
Ja, ek is baie excited vir die game hierdie naweek. Soos jy nou voorheen genoem het, dit is 'n geleentheid vir ons om weer 'n bietjie hoër op te klim op die punteleer. Ons begin van die jaar gesê as 'n span ons wil eindig in die top 4. Ons wil 'n home playoff hê, en ja, elke wedstryd vat ons op sy kom, maar dit is nog steeds die einddoel vir ons span. So dis waarna ons werk.
Thank you so much, Nene. So baie dankie, meneer.
Dankie Percy. Ross?
Thanks very much, Nyeso. How's it, guys? Coach, would you say this was a bit of a statement performance? Over the past 2 seasons in the URC, you guys have almost like flattered to deceive. You've been thereabouts, trying to force your way into the top 8. And, this was a really, really big win, a historic win, when you consider that it's the first SA team to win in Galway. So would you say this was a bit of a statement? And do you think you guys can use that to kick on and secure that place in the top 8?
Yeah, Ross, I think definitely we can use this performance to kick on. I would like to see it as a tipping point in terms of performances over the last few years, last seasons. But I think just in general, there's good clarity around the style of play, how we want to play. And obviously, as coaches, we need to make sure we get the selection right and make sure there's always a plan A and a plan B. And I think when you come overseas, you got to consider the conditions. You never know what you're going to get. I think it's just from our side to make sure that the planning is proper.
And then obviously Ospreys next up. They managed to stun you guys a bit with that win at Ellis Park in December. In January with that comeback. You guys looking for a little bit of revenge there? Try to make things right?
I would say we would rather want to make sure we rectify this. Just in the second half, there were I think it was 10 minutes where we just lost focus, concentration. We allowed them to get back into the game. We had a good start, scored some brilliant tries against them. And obviously you got to respect any team you're playing against, especially away from home. For us, it's more about making sure that, as I said earlier, we need to make sure we prepare well. And we're always going to try and make sure that the defeat or loss is try and make up for that. So we're looking forward to Saturday, and hopefully we can be on the right side of the result again.
And losing Asa is a bit of a blow. There's a possibility he'll be banned for a bit. I think you guys have got Morgan Nordy in the wings to step up. Are you thinking of bringing any other replacements from South Africa to back up, or are you still just going to go with what you got? And are you guys comfortable with what you got if Asa does get a ban?
Yeah, I think we're going to obviously take it on merit and just wait to see what's the outcome with Asa. And he's unlucky. And then sometimes it's just the roll of the dice, and you get your technique wrong. The refs are there, they're strict, they're tough on the tackle height. As I said, he's unlucky. He's a great team guy, and we will obviously wait for that. And we got enough depth. We need to fly in someone. I think that will be part of the plan going forward. Yeah.
Perfect. And then just lastly from me, Edwill, on your guys' side, against the Bulls, you guys seemed, both games against the Bulls, you guys seemed to kick a lot more, but you seem to have sort of freed yourselves up against the Sharks and now against Connacht as well with some really, really nice backline running, running from deep from your own half. Also, particularly a lot of attacking from the scrums. Has that been a whole shift in mentality and sort of change in the game plan to free up the ball and put a lot more pressure on the guys from to attack from deep and then let you guys out wide get the ball a lot more now?
I think it's more so the coach is just reminding us that we have to play the way the Lions want to play. Just because we are adding a tool to our box doesn't mean we have to kick the whole time. And I think that was a bit of the mindset we had previous games when we worked a bit more on our individual kicking. We started kicking a lot more. And the coach just reminded us it's just a tool that we're adding to the box. It's not something we have to do the whole time. We still have to play the way the Lions want to play. And personally for me, as a wing, I really enjoy the way we're playing now, getting the ball a lot more, being involved in the game. And that's also the way I love to play. So very happy with our mindset right now.
Cool. Thanks, Ross. Guys, thank you so much. I don't see... Carl, is that an existing hand?
New hand, please, if I may.
Okay, you've got one more, please, before we release the guys.
Thank you. Coach, just a question. Now that you're climbing the log and everything, obviously your opponents will give more attention to your game plans and everything. And for you guys just to keep on doing what you're doing, do you think you'll need to start thinking out of the box in your future games?
No, I don't think so. I think there's more obviously you do your analysis, and we're always going to play to our strengths, play to our DNA. On the day, it's about really making sure we pick up the cues in terms of our decision making. We know we start running or playing from deep in our own 22 or own half. Teams will try and put us under pressure with good line speed, put numbers in that front line. But then you need to have a kicking game, and then I think it's all about playing the chess game. If they're dropping guys deep, we need to play. If they start putting guys in that front line, they're loading the front line, in other words, and then we need to find kick space in behind. So for us, it's all about making sure we evolve all the time, we adapt all the time, and yeah, just picking up the cues and making sure we're making good decisions on the day.
Appreciate it a lot. Good luck.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
To the
Stephen.
guys in Swansea, thank you very much for your time and your patience. Colleagues, thank you. Have a good week, and we'll chat soon. Thank you.
Baie geluk.
Thanks, guys.
Dankie.
Very much.
Bye.
Cheers, all the best.
Thanks.
I love you.